people. And if you have any questions to them, you can line up behind the microphone. But now, I need a big, a juicy, oh no, that was a very bad thing to do. Wait, a big, a juicy round of applause for Elijah Wood, Tom Monaghan, and Mr. Billy Boyd. Oh yeah, hi guys.
Hello.
What is this Miniverse thing?
We'll tell you.
Is that all the potions?
Yes, so you can make little potions, little food, so you get a little set of making stuff. It's really actually cool.
Miniature things.
There is a stand, you can go and check it out. They already have maybe we can have a toy for you.
I follow, there's accounts on Instagram with like mini chefs where they just make dishes like actual food and real dishes with miniature food and cutlery and stuff. It's so fun.
So this is not real food. So don't attempt to
Is
eat
it?
it.
You can't eat it.
You cannot eat it. You can look at it, it's beautiful. Just don't, like there's a big instruction, do not
Do not eat this.
It looks
All right,
maybe
not
nice.
that.
They have Lord of the Rings edition.
Do they?
Here you
Leg
go.
glass bread, mushrooms, what else is in it? You don't know.
We can check. Where's the representative of Miniverse? Come on, guys.
Potatoes. You can mash them, put them in a stew.
Yeah, mashed potatoes.
Nice.
I love
Hang on, mate, I'll be back.
There you go. No,
Talk amongst yourselves.
No, come here. Where are you? No, come here. No, what?
He's going to do his thing.
Come back.
He's got a very special thing.
Oh, is it another world premiere, Dom?
Yes.
I asked before specifically. You're just unruly. What is it? Do you guys know?
It's the training.
Again? We're gonna try again?
Again.
Okay. Who was here yesterday? Who was here yesterday?
All right, so that's the end of you
Okay.
coming here. You're
So
going to see
this
something very special.
okay, so it's the second world premiere today. Guys, would you like to do an introduction?
Me.
Dominic and I have been making a TV show this year. Hello. We travelled around the world making a show called... Did anyone listen to the Friendship Onion?
Yes.
Yes, you did. One person in 3,000. That's why we don't make it anymore. We did a podcast called The Friendship Onion, which Elijah was on, and it was fantastic. And part of it was Billy and Dom Eat the World, where we try different food from different places in the world. And we've taken that as a TV show now, and we're making a TV show called Billy and Dom Eat the World. And we're going to show you the trailer right now. Billy and Dom Eat the World.
I'm going to set myself on fire. Quite some time ago, Billy and I spent 3 years exploring Middle Earth.
I did, I feel confused too.
What better way to find out about our culture than through the food that they eat?
Would you call that food?
Delicious. That little car has become a little bit
Like Willy Wonka's chocolate factory.
yeah, except for the alcohol in it.
Generally drunk.
Welcome to the Everglades.
Cheese.
Great, lots of things.
I'm sorry if we was taking a little while, but we've got an absolute idiot in the kitchen. And it's with a great pleasure of life to just eat some cuisine. And the company is lovely. That's perfect.
Come on, here we go.
Goes with the next.
make a wish. Hang on. Did world peace last year, did not work out. Okay. Thank you. What a lovely cake. Thank you very much. Lovely stuff. Thank you.
We're gonna throw the cake later, okay?
Yes, of course.
Well, happy birthday!
Thank you.
It's finally 18, no?
Yes, exactly.
Allowed to drink in Europe. Thank you so much, orchestra!
Thank you.
And Manhattan Strings. So what were you doing last year for your birthday?
You know, I can't remember. 47. I can't remember.
You're not 40. You're not 40.
I'm 48, yeah.
No.
Yeah, that's crazy, isn't it?
Good genes.
I was saying to Lige and Billy, not that I don't enjoy my birthdays, because I absolutely do, but I kind of celebrate the decades. So my 50th, I celebrate my 40th in a big way. My 50th will be a big thing. The ones in between, of course, are great, but they're not, I don't make a big deal out of them. I honestly can't remember what I did last year. I'm sure I went for dinner.
Sure.
I'm sure
Eating is
I
important.
did something nice, but nothing that, you know.
So no orchestras?
What? Were we not in Liverpool? Was that this year? That was this year. Wow.
So no orchestras for your birthday? That's not a usual thing?
No orchestra, but that was lovely.
I just follow you all the
I'm
time.
so old now, I celebrate the months.
There you go. Just in case you run out of.
Just in case, you know.
You never know.
That sounds like a comedian's repertoire. That I'm so old joke.
I'm so old.
How old are you?
It's crazy, Billy said a few times, which is, you know, it kind of sounds surreal, but then when you connect to it, you're like, well, actually, that's not as surreal as it sounds. There's 3 of us will probably be at one of our funerals.
True.
Yeah.
True.
I mean, I'm sorry to bring the mood down.
Thank you. That was great.
You're all invited to this, mate. Come along.
It's gonna be a great
Don't
party.
go pay the travel. Billy said to me a couple of weeks ago, if he went before me, because you don't know, I could have a weak heart.
True.
But he said if Billy went before me, I'm supposed to learn a secret skill and not tell anyone. No one knows that I've learned, let's say for instance, how to play the bugle. And then when he's, are you getting burned? No, I'm going to get buried under a tree. Oh, under a tree like me? Yeah. So
Oh, you want to be a tree?
So at some point during that ceremony, I'm supposed to kind of, you know, raise my hand, little special thing, and I get up, and if it's a bugle, you know.
That's a beautiful
Do
thing.
you think that's a great idea?
That's a great idea.
Let's do it. So no one will ever have seen Don do this thing. Yeah. And I want him to practice it so that he's brilliant. Like if it's the violin, that he just plays a beautiful piece of Bach. Well, just to be honest with you, I've not started it yet, so don't die for the next 18 months. I want you to be like,
What about the cello and it's Eleanor Rigby?
oh, that's good, but don't tell me.
Don't tell
You
me.
and I will chat between us. You're not even allowed to tell Elijah. I want it to be a purely personal. You have spent 10,000 hours learning something. Just for this one moment in a funeral.
Because then you cannot use that skill ever again as well.
Yeah, that's it. When it's, if it is the cello, I want you to set fire to it at the end, and slowly it sets fire to you as well.
So you can die together.
Because I don't want you to live without me. Oh, I couldn't.
I think we're getting a little bit too dark here, okay? But I can see that we have some questions from the audience, so let's go there.
Queries from the audience.
How are you?
Hello, you're very dark.
Hi.
Hi.
First of all, I want to say happy birthday to you, Dan.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much.
You're welcome. I'm so nervous right now because I dreamt 25 years to see you and get to talk to you. That is so amazing for me.
Great.
But actually my question goes to Elijah. I have 2 things, one question and one wish. My first question is there anything in particular that you learned for life during making the
achieved sort of in my own life, or learned during the course of making all the images.
Yeah, get your phone down. Get your phone.
Well, I mean, there's a few things. You know, we had about 2 months, a little over 2 months of prep before we started filming in October of 1999. And in that 2 months, it was sort of a daily series of activities that we were put through, from dialect coaching, it was script work, it was actual rehearsals, but it was also sword fighting, so we were learning how to fence and sword fight, which Frodo didn't end up using too much. But I was in the classes anyway. Oh yeah, and rowing as well, that we didn't do much of either. So there were those skills, which was really fun, and really fun for us young guys to sort of take part in these really physical things that I had certainly never learned those skills before, so those kinds of things. But for me, I think about the fact that I was 18 when I went to New Zealand, kind of typically the year that you go to university, and I spent the better part of those 4 years in New Zealand with these individuals, you know, entrenched in an extraordinary adventure that was unlike anything we'd experienced before or will have since. And it was an incredibly growing, fulfilling growth life experience for me. So hard to quantify specificity beyond it sort of set me off on a path for the rest of my life to be the adult human that I am now.
Thank you. And I know you had the wish, but we can be careful what you wish for, okay?
I don't know if it's working, but I would like to have, because yesterday the selfie that we did was not so good.
Yes.
I have my eyes closed, and I want to know if I can take another picture with you and me at the stage.
There is a time and place for that, so all the selfies at the desk. I'm so sorry, that's the strict rules.
Definitely come back to the desk and do it.
Yeah, just go over to the desk and you can repeat that, okay?
Okay.
For sure.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much. Sorry for being a party pooper. That's my job. All right, next question, please.
Hi. First of all, Dominic, happy birthday. And my question goes to Elijah. Elijah, I know you love to play weird characters in your career. My question is, when will the Toxic Avenger remake finally come out? We're all waiting for it.
I'm also waiting for it. I don't know. The answer is really, I don't know. It was made by Legendary. We made it over 2 years ago. It screened at festivals last year. It's a rapturous response. People loved it. It's really great. It's really funny. It's a great homage to Trauma and to the original Toxic Avenger. I think it'll come out sometime next year. I don't know. I hope everyone gets to see it. It's really fun. It needs to be seen with an audience. It's a really fun kind of midnight movie.
Thank you so much.
It's a pleasure to meet you. First of all, happy birthday, Dominic. And my question is, who are your favorite characters from The Lord of the Rings, the Hobbit saga?
So what is your favorite character from Lord of the Rings? Is that correct?
Yes, and the Hobbit saga.
And the Hobbit, of course.
Yes.
Other than yours, of course.
Yeah, of course. For me, it's Tom Bombadil. I like Tom a lot. He's not in the movie, but he's in the book, and he's a great character. He's very, very old, older than the trees, and he has a great wisdom because of that. And nothing really bothers him because he's so old that he knows that everything kind of comes around, and there's a great joy in that. I think he's a sort of guru of Middle Earth, and I really like that character.
For you guys, don't.
I like Wormtongue. He's such a kind of dastardly, interesting, conniving character, played so deliciously by Brad in the film. And also in the book, you know, he's just trying to manipulate this king, and he's doing it really well until, you know, Gandalf obviously comes in and other characters come in to watch what he's doing. But, you know, Theoden is a smart, you know, powerful, noble person, so the fact that Grima is able to manipulate him like that is, I just find it to be a very intriguing, kind of fascinating. And like I said, Brad just treasures it, doesn't it? That kind of dirty napkin that he's got, weeping sword. Yeah, and then the receding hairline, and then he's all, you know, kind of into Miranda. Yeah, it was brilliant.
Oh, Brad Dourif, my God. Gollum, I think. You know, from The Hobbit, reading The Hobbit when I was really young, the Riddles in the Dark chapter was my favorite chapter. And the character of Gollum is so intriguing, and obviously what you learn about him in Lord of the Rings, expanding his story, makes him a kind of tragic character, you know, who still has some humanity left in him, but he's been, you know, manipulated by the ring and turned into this awful, wretched creature that can only really is sort of living for the ring. Yeah, I just find him to be really fascinating, the duality of him. You know.
Thank you. And what is your favorite character? What is your favorite character?
Maybe Legolas, I would say. That's a cool character.
It's cool there.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Next question, please.
Hi, in light of HBO's retelling of Harry Potter, do you think something like that would work with Lord of the Rings? And if so, would you be happy to reprise your roles, or are you sort of done with Lord of the Rings as actors now?
Is HBO retelling Harry Potter? Oh, right.
They're doing a series.
Are they really? Wow, that's weird. I thought it was like another thing.
They are starting from book one.
Really?
Yeah.
It's a wild thing.
You could be happy. Yeah, that's wild. Yeah, I think, you know, Tolkien's books and universe is amazing, and there's a lot of stories to be told there, and it's kind of difficult because we are so connected with those characters that to play another character in Middle-earth is kind of weird. Me and Dom did a couple of little voices in the War of the Rohirrim, just for kind of fun and for, you know, for the fans or whatever, which was fun. But I don't know about actual live action, it would be strange. Yeah, I'd need to think about it, you know, I don't know.
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, I'm really curious to see what they do with Harry Potter. I think obviously, I mean, taking away the fact that Harry Potter's already been made into great films that are beloved, the idea of each season representing a book allows for expansion and probably inclusion of elements of the books that they couldn't add to the films, just given the length of a movie. So that's kind of interesting, you know, I would imagine for fans of the books, that they get to see parts of the books that weren't filmed or committed to film. Kind of wild because it hasn't been that long since those movies came out, so it's wild to sort of imagine an entire new cast representing those characters that are so beloved. But listen, you know, we live in a world where there's a constant sort of going back to the well of what is familiar, what is loved, what is treasured, finding new ways in to continue expounding on both financially and also in regards to sort of satiating fans' desire to see that stuff. So, you know, could that happen with something like Lord of the Rings? Sure. We're going to see a lot more Lord of the Rings movies being made. Andy Serkis is directing The Hunt for Gollum. You know, that to me is more interesting in the sense that it's expanding on the world rather than retelling the same story. That I find really fun. Like, let's dive into the world of Middle-earth and tell different stories. So from our perspective, that's a little bit more interesting. But yeah, I don't know. Reprising our roles, if we could play the same roles now in a way that made sense, that would be awesome. But I agree with Bill. I don't know that I want to play a different character in that universe.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Hi guys, happy birthday, Dominic.
It's a receiving line, I love it.
So, I believe during the filming of the first film, you decided to get tattoos of the number 9 in Elvish. Who was the biggest wimp whilst getting the tattoo? Well, the timeline is slightly off. We got the tattoos coming towards the end of the filming process, right?
Yeah.
End of principal photography?
It was near the end of principal photography.
Close to the end.
Yeah, it was in like November of 2000.
Right. It occurred because I think we just, myself, Elijah, Sean and Billy all shared a trailer in the morning to get going. And I remember us having a conversation with Orlando about getting a tattoo. Something to commemorate the time that we had, maybe something to do with New Zealand, maybe we threw out the idea of a ring, but that felt a little bit too close to maybe Frodo's story. We talked about the word fellowship, we talked about the word brotherhood, then we got into the idea of these native languages that had been spoken and created by Tolkien and the Tolkien characters. There's a wonderful person, there still is a wonderful person working at Weta called Dan Falconer, who was an expert in language, and we then said to him, if he had time, which he very graciously did, could you just very quickly doctor up what fellowship looks like, what brotherhood looks like, what 9 looks like in Hobbitish, in Elvish, in Dwarvish, and Dan had the idea, well, what about High Elvish, which is a language that's only written and spoken by kings and queens, very beautiful. We love that. We went to get it done. And in terms of who was the softest, I think we were all pretty good. Vigo brought a big bottle of whiskey, which we all got into. Vigo had a few tattoos, so I don't think it was a big deal for him. I seem to remember maybe Ian being, you know, we were kind of holding his hand and talking him through, so maybe Ian. But I mean, who doesn't want to hold Ian McKellen's hand?
I don't remember anyone having a strong reaction.
Yeah, no one really struggled, did they? No one needed it to stop or anything like that.
Now, we worked with Sean Bean when he got his done. So he could throw him an absolute baby.
And then obviously that was a great story for all of us. And then what we really all liked, the 9 of us, was when we came back for reshoots. Peter Jackson, Barry Osborne, and Mark Ordesky had got the number 10. So the 3 of those guys share the number 10, and we had the number 9. And Pete was very, very keen on showing us his tattoo.
Yeah, it was really sweet.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, next question, please.
I came along from Glasgow to...
Yeah, we can hear you.
I have 2 questions. One for Billy and then one for Dom and Billy, if that's alright. First one, Billy, do you have a favourite band? And the second one is there a specific date for next show? Billy and Dom get more, it's like friendship.
Do I have a favourite band? You're from the same city as me. Where are you from in Glasgow?
Bishop
Briggs, is that right? Okay, yeah, I know that. There's a lot of Scottish bands I like just now. Bands like Admiral Fallow is great, and I love King Creosote. So a lot of Scottish bands I'm listening to just now. I just saw Paul McCartney with Dom. So the Beatles will always be there as, you know, one of my number ones, and Radiohead is always up there. But yeah, I always seem to go back to Glasgow and Scotland, and there's a studio there and a record label called Chemical Underground, which I always love all the bands that they sign and make. So Admiral Fallow, King Creosote, all those. And my band, B-Cake, who also record there.
Special shout out to the Vaselines too.
And the Vaselines,
I
yeah.
love the Vaselines.
Yeah. So all those Scottish bands, I think. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Oh, do we have a date? Do we have a date for the show? No, not yet, but I think pretty sure it'll be early next year, right? Certainly in the UK and Europe.
I forgot to happy birthday, Dom.
Oh, thanks. We will definitely let you know if anyone follows Billy or I on social media, wherever we show up. We will absolutely announce when we know that it's coming out. We have sold it to Australia, we recently sold it to Canada, but in terms of like an announcement of when it's going to air, or how it's going to air, we don't know. But as soon as we do know, we'll be delighted to let you guys know.
Alright, next question please.
All right. Hello guys. First of all,
Your flashlight's on.
yeah.
Your torch is on.
Oh. Well, that's
Wait to save your battery then.
I'm going to take your answer actually. So, but first of all, happy birthday to you, Don. And then Elijah, a question to you and a wish or a suggestion, I guess.
Okay.
So, I've heard or read some stories on the internet. It happens that there come up fans to you and mistake you for being Daniel Radcliffe. And people walk up to Daniel Radcliffe and they mistake him for being you. Is this true?
Oh, it's so very true, yes. Happens all the time. All the time, yeah.
So, here is the question or the suggestion. So, you should definitely get in touch with Daniel, being that you like doing weird movie roles. And you should do a movie together where the hero of the movie is the famous Hollywood actor Elijah Wood, the star of Lord of the Rings, played by Daniel Radcliffe. And the main villain of the movie is Daniel Radcliffe, the forgotten star of Harry Potter, who is not in the new series, played by Elijah Wood. And then you have to play it so seriously, you have to be done seriously when you play each other. Would you do this?
I'm not, I have a bit of an aversion to the notion of playing myself in a film. I just find it a bit, I can't do it. But I know, well, yeah. But that as like a sketch or a short, almost like a comedy thing would be amazing. It's a really good idea.
Yeah.
Moreover, what I would like to do with him is to do like a buddy comedy or like a movie where the two of us are friends and we're bringing that baggage naturally to the thing, but it's not ever really spoken about, you know what I mean? And maybe there's like little subtle funny references throughout, but I would love to just work.
You can play brothers. You can definitely play
Brothers would be fun.
You share a lot of similarities for sure.
Yeah, I see that too. Yeah. He's a lovely guy as well. We actually interviewed each other for Empire magazine like 5 or 6 years ago. He's awesome. That guy's so great. I'd love to work with him.
Thank you so much. That's a great suggestion.
Really funny idea.
Alright guys, we have time for 2 last questions. Hello. So I really liked your behind the scenes stories. So like in one of the documentaries you mentioned about like how Sam was directing the helicopters and stuff like that. So I would like to ask if you have any like funny story you would like to share, something maybe you haven't told in the documentaries or in the interviews. Is there any funny stories you haven't told? Yeah, even repeated stories. But
There's definitely some, but try to remember.
Yeah, we've forgotten a lot, I think, at this point.
you didn't write it down in your diaries?
I did keep a diary. Yeah.
Publish it.
I should look through the diary.
Refresh our stories.
God, we're struggling there, guys.
Something came up yesterday when we were talking in that little room that had never been told before. What was that? Yes, something I said, but I can't remember it now.
But could you tell?
Yeah, stuff happened. It was like 4 years.
Was that thing that Peter told? Was that thing that Peter told? Not sure.
Or could you tell us the story when...
Sorry, we failed.
Yeah, sorry, that failed.
Funny things did happen, I assure you. Sorry.
Thank you, all right. No? All right. That was the last question for the day.
No, there's supposed to be two.
Okay.
Hand on that.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Okay, my question is for Elijah. Yesterday, the new trailer for the first season of Yellow Jackets dropped.
Did it?
Yeah. So
Oh,
I wanted to ask, what can we expect from season 3? Do we get to see you more? And on a more unserious note, do you ship Jackie Shauna?
Hello? Oh, hi. What was your question about the season?
What can we expect from the season?
In typical Yellow Jackets form, I can't reveal anything because there's a lot happens. That's pretty wild. Did you see last season?
Yeah.
Yeah, it gets crazier. The narrative's really fun. We learn a lot more about what happens in the past, as per usual, in terms of how it informs on the present. But there's not much I can say, unfortunately.
Oh God, you're terrible with these questions.
Really bad.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
But I'm excited about the trailer. I haven't seen it yet.
And you had the second part of the question as well, yeah?
Do you ship Jackie Shauna? On a unserious note, like the two characters?
Do I what?
Ship.
Yeah. Do I ship? Which one?
Jackie and Shauna.
Jackie and Shauna.
The two. The one that freezes.
Sure.
And
Just say yes.
Just say yes. To be honest, I don't really ship anybody.
Oh, really?
No.
You're not into shipping.
What's the difference between, does shipping just mean do you
Relationship.
agree with them as a couple?
Yeah.
Oh, it comes from relationship.
Dude, by the way, neither did I know. I didn't know that shipping
It had something to do with, can you see these two on a boat? Can you walk into the sunset?
Can I take them to UPS and send them around the world? Wow. Listen, we learn something every day. Oh, right. So do I ship them? I don't know. I guess I don't know if I invest in the relationships of the characters as much as maybe the fans do.
So sorry.
Do you ship them? But do you ship them?
Do you ship them?
You would like to see that?
Here's the thing I would like, because I'm a big fan of Melanie Linsky, who plays Shauna, and we've worked together on a couple of things in the past. So, and she's a Kiwi as well, friend of the family. So I would like for Walter to spend some time with Shauna. I think that would be awesome.
You ship those two.
I would ship them. But the two of us, we were kind of like a duo in a movie called I Don't Feel at Home in This World Anymore, where we played like kind of detectives together, and it was really fun.
I shipped you in that.
Did you ship me?
I shipped you. Have you made out with her on camera before?
Melanie?
Yeah.
No.
There's space for some shipping.
Yes, there you go. Ship space.
And with that beautiful message of love and the shipping and coming into the Christmas, I would like to thank you so much.